4 men, 2 women were charged in a home invasion, which one of the men put a gun in a 3-year-old's mouth. Police say 2 calmly walking around the complex while holding a rifle-style weapon in the moments following the shoot. That the reason that the man didn't get aired out to the public is because he was protecting his family. He stayed on the scene, which was self-defense, and that was the best thing he could have did. Fam, meet Dante Van Cliff, 36 years old. He made headlines in 2010 at just the age of 21 with him and his crew. He was charged in a Rayford home invasion. It was Friday, March 7th, 2010. Rayford police said 4 men home invasion. It was Friday, March 7th, 2010.
Hey, Chanel, do not sell that t-shirt, boy.
Rayford police said 4 men, 2 women were charged in a home invasion, which one of the men put a gun in a 3-year-old's mouth. Police say 2 men wearing
FBI, open up! What? Man, y'all be weird, bro.
red knit hats, red bandanas covering their faces, and white t-shirts forced to wear inside the home of David and Billy Sue Fry in the 400 block of North Wright Avenue. They pushed Billy Sue Fry to the floor and put a gun in the mouth of the couple's 3-year-old daughter. The men hit and kicked David Fry when he tried to protect his family. They took 6 shotguns, a rifle, credit and debit cards, and keys from the home and threatened to return and kill the family if anyone called police. Police say that the robbers knew Fry's 17-year-old son, but he backtracked on his initial belief that they could be gang members.
Oh, yeah, they on
Brian
some
Keith
weirdo
Jones,
type.
22 years old, and Dante Maurice Van Cliff, 21, both of 6544 Lagoon Drive, Fayetteville, North Carolina, had been charged with 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill and assault by pointing a firearm, 2 counts of first-degree kidnapping, 1 count of breaking and entering, robbery with a dangerous weapon, second-degree kidnapping, and assault with a deadly weapon.
So Dante bail on a $1 million.
Fast forward to 2025, 15 years later, Dante Van Cliff, 36 years old, and he'd been home for only 2 years from that latest incident. But on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, at around 10:22 a.m., officers with the Fayetteville Police Department responded to reports of a shooting in the 600 block of Barnes Landing Place, a gated condominium community off Cliffdale Road. Despite medical efforts, Van Cliff succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced deceased shortly after arrival. A disturbing video circulating on social media appears to show a man calmly walking around the complex while holding a rifle-style weapon in the moments following the shooting. The footage recorded by a resident captured the panic and confusion as neighbors watched in fear from their homes. The individual seen in the video was eventually taken into custody at the scene, but he waited, which was important.
I think he was covering a body right here.
Individual seen in the video
he's covering a body. I think the dude is a dude laying in the grass right there.
Taken into custody at the scene,
but he waited. He's calmly. This man is the calmest person I've ever seen in my life. He just unalived the op with a big old AR, and he's calmly taking it apart, taking his time, putting it inside of the vehicle so he can calmly and slowly exit the premises. He crazy. I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did? He crazy. It's a Jeffrey Dahmer type shit.
Which was important. However, police have not publicly identified the suspect, and no formal charges have been announced at this time. Authorities confirmed that all individuals directly involved in the incident are cooperating with the ongoing investigation, and there is currently no active threat to the community. Now, it's been reported that the reason that the man didn't get aired out to the public is because he was protecting his family. He stayed on the scene, which was self-defense, and that was the best thing he could have did.
That's probably why he did, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of self-defense though. But this the same weirdo dude who they said broke into a house, tied up the mama and daddy, put a gun in a 3-year-old's mouth. Like, how weird you gotta be, bro? What's wrong with this guy?
Well, someone was under the comments and quoted, "From what I heard, Dude had allegedly shot at him first.
Right.
So Buddy spun the block and fired back and ended up taking his life. That's the only reason he waited for the police due to self-defense. But the only thing I feel self-defense got to be within the actual moment. Right. Somebody fire at you. So ain't no telling how this going to go in court. Unless he got a good lawyer. Someone also mentioned in Sarah's video, he explained he shot at his car and tried to ambush him. Second dude ran off. But the most in-depth comment was this one. Someone quoted, "No, they live in a complex. There was an issue while they were driving. Comments were shared at one another, and people took it personal and followed them home just to sneak up on them and continue."
See, you follow me home, I feel like I should be able to snap. I should be able to, you feel me?
To fight, and it resulted in the other person letting off shots fly towards the car where his girlfriend and him were. Not only did they have a son that's under 1 year old in the apartment, but his girlfriend is pregnant. So he did what he did to protect his family. People try to hurt you over the smallest comments because they can't take criticism and take it as disrespect. Me and my family have been through something like this as well. In the cookout drive-thru, just for telling the dude to turn his car off because it was loud while we were trying to order. Keep in mind he wasn't moving, so I don't know why it was an issue. Nobody inside could hear anyone order. He took it personal and cut us off when we tried to leave. Told my brothers to get out the car and was punching him and ended up pulling a gun out. This type of stuff happens every day. Nobody is safe. It's crazy I know this guy. And he had to go through the same thing, but worse. This is sad.
Right.
The police, they tell me they are still investigating this incident. I spoke.
And what's going on?
I don't know. He ran off. And I'm sitting here trying to find him now. Because he might try to double back and hit me.
Bullet holes could be seen on the side of the building where the shots were fired.
That was definitely self-defense.
Without question.
Without question. After what I heard and what he told the police and all that, it was definitely self-defense.
And I spoke with Fayetteville Police earlier today. They tell me all parties involved are cooperating. They also have yet to announce any arrests, let alone any suspect information. If you happen to know anything about that shooting, you're asked to call Fayetteville PD.
Now, this is a crazy story. If these allegations is right, over comments, trying to impress the next person, and even though you had a second chance at life and still chose to go this route,
you got
like we said at the very beginning, it's hard for people to have sympathy for you. But there you have it, fam.
That's the word we look. That's the word of the day right there. Sympathy. Sometimes I get on these videos and I see something and I be like, man, that sucks. I wish that didn't happen to him, man. That really sucks. I got that. I feel for them. And sometimes I hear stupid shit like that, and then I hear it's like, bro, what you got going on, gang? So you tell them you chased and followed this man home because of something that y'all said to each other? Like, just because you tough enough to follow somebody home, that just means you stupid. That means you giving him a legal reason to pop you. A legal reason to unalive you. Now you dead and he finna walk free with no charges because you played with him first. It's stupid. It don't make sense, gang.
It's a story of a man who only been home for just 3 years, being gunned down on camera after allegedly shooting at someone at first. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And regardless, you was gonna be dead or in jail because you blinked at somebody and you just got out of for 10 years for a felony, bro, for a home invasion, robbery, kidnapping charges, and you got a blick on you and you blinked it at somebody. You was gonna either go to jail or die. That was the only two things that was gonna happen out of this situation. So it's like, why would I, you know?